Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, has been speaking on conditions that will make peace return to the People's Democratic Party. Wike, while fielding questions with his monthly media parley in Abuja, said the South-South Zonal Congress of the party must stand for the crisis in Nigeria's opposition party to end. Now, according to the minister, the court allowed for the Congress to hold, saying there's nothing a person could do about it. Well, for more information on this, former PDP National Vice Chairman of South-South, Emmanuel Ogidi, joins us for a discussion. It's always great to have you back here on Newsday. Thank you for joining me.
Good afternoon, Awa. Did you say former South-South Chairman? I'm the Chairman, Caretaker Committee for South-South Zone.
Well, it's good to know, and we will definitely update that. Thank you so much, Mr. Ogidi. So, Minister Wike recently, he laid out new conditions for reconciliation, specifically demanding that the outcome of the South-South Zonal Congress that produced Chief Dan Orbi as National Vice Chairman must be upheld. Do you believe this is a genuine condition for peace or a power play in order to solidify his influence within the party, and how is it affecting the party?
Well, you see, the way I look at it, I think it's hallucinating because the party is very clear on it. The party said that election should not hold, but in their characteristic way, they ran into Calabar. Of course, the party did not uphold that, and then the party set up the caretaker committee. They took us to court, and they, of course, were in court. In fact, we're in appeal court as we speak. So he cannot just get up and say, what kind of condition is that? You can't give, look, this is PDP, People's Democratic Party. It's owned by the people, not one man. So he cannot say it. Look, the crisis is over. But I know there are still some people who are looking for crisis to continue. But we are taking a position in our last NEC meeting. We're not going back on it. 25th of this month is our next NEC meeting. Then, of course, 25th of November, the convention in Ibadan. So we're set.
And you know,
Are you okay with that?
I'm okay with it, but it's, you know, I hate to say I told you so, or the people who are watching that have been fans of PDP for a while and have been watching this play out ever since the elections were over. And especially yourself, since you join us quite often here on Newsday. It seems like exactly what we said was going to happen is now transpiring for the party. This Wike issue that started out as a little bit of a canker has turned into cancer, for lack of a better way to describe it, because there's no way to extricate him. And he's making these demands. He has the power. And it seems like the party will have to buckle or appease him or find some kind of negotiation, when really in reality, it could have been handled a lot better, a lot sooner. But enough about that. I'm not here to harangue you. I'm just here to ask some more questions. Wike has claimed that actually his demands are not just about the South-South. He's also raised some issues with the Southeast Congress that produced Chief Ali Odefa. Do you see these two issues as isolated events, or are they part of a larger coordinated campaign by Wike, obviously to insert his influence over a party that he seems to see as extremely weak?
No, you see, Nigerians are really anxious. You're correct. For some time now, we have been tolerating these excesses. And you can be sure that we'll not let it happen again. I believe that by the time we meet next week, the end of this year, we're going to take action on that. You see, we cannot tolerate indiscipline. This party is being run on the daily basis by the end of this year. An individual cannot override the neck or the end of this thing. No. Let him try. I think he believes so much in the court. Nobody is afraid of the court. The court will give fair judgment. We know that. So all these crises, all what he's saying, you know, there was this story about Ocolossus. Sometimes somebody feel that it's above the law, is bigger than everybody. No, those who are Colossus are just bullies. We've had enough. Yes, it's up. And we know that Nigerians have been wondering. Yes, people left the party because of him. We know he's an agent of APC. There's no hiding it anymore. And he too does not pretend about it. He's doing the agenda of APC. But we've been tolerating him because of his past record. He was very good before this time. He did a lot. We cannot say he didn't do anything. He did a lot. But for God's sake, others have also done. You can't push it. This is gone too far. I'm sorry, I've been managing myself on this issue. I don't want to be emotional. But sometimes, it's good to say it as it is. It's creating a lot of problems. And it is high time we stopped it. And we're going to stop it. See, a young man, he has a fortune. There's nothing wrong with you having fortune. Use it to serve humanity. We're talking about democracy now. This is action, is trying to frustrate democracy. PDP is the only opposition party that can remove APC from government. And APC knows that. So they put him there. A man who said he has malaria, now he went to cancer. See, the Bible is very clear. You can't serve two masters. Anybody who's serving two masters is a dishonest servant. I can tell you that. The good book is either you hate one or you like the other. You can't serve two masters. You cannot say you're a PDP and you're serving the APC government. What kind of democracy is that? Who tolerates that? PDP have been magnanimous enough. We have tolerated these excesses. I think it's enough.
The PDP's magnanimity, whatever that word is, has been its downfall. Yeah. It is clearly showing right now. Is it feasible for the party?
It's not our downfall. It's our strength. It's not our downfall. It's our strength.
We're yet to see how it will be parlayed into a strength. Because honestly, there are a lot of people who support the PDP and are looking at this situation with their hands, their head in their hands. Because Mr. Ogidi, you have been on this program before. You told us that our hearts should not be troubled. You have been saying this for months and months. Yes. But today, you say that you're going to speak the truth and Wike is truly an issue. This is something that people have been... Well, I want to talk about the reconciliation. Let's move forward with what's going on in your party and not create any issues here. With the reconciliation efforts that are being helmed by the Saraki committee, by Senator Bukola Saraki, how do you feel that the committee has been faring? And has his portfolio only been to resolve the NEC, the NEC meetings and the convention issue and not to deal with Wike? Who specifically is supposed to deal with Wike's reconciliation? And will all of his demands be met? Can some of the demands be met in order for there to be peace in the party?
You see, in a family, PDP is a huge family. One of the biggest parties in Africa. You should expect this kind of thing. When I say I'm up, that is me. But I believe the NWC will take action next week on him. Because you see, you cannot serve two masters. You cannot. Let's be realistic here. Let's be realistic. Of course, I don't even know why the APC, they are tolerating him. Because he's also doing damage to them. With his utterances, he's also doing damage to... See, we have been restraining ourselves discussing individual. I'm even restrained. I'm not even supposed to... It was because you mentioned his name. I personally have gone past that. It's not an issue. I've gone past that. I'm ready to make sacrifice. But why you wouldn't make sacrifice? You make sacrifice for you to achieve something. We've achieved it already. We've only 2 slots more. The next meeting, 25th of this month, and the convention. So there's no crisis. Even if he's going to start any crisis, it's on his own. That's the point I'm trying to make. I know Nigerians have been listening to us. Please bear with us. Whatever is happening is an aside. It's just a slight distraction. Let me put it that way. It's a slight distraction. I appreciate his frustration, which is giving rise to this transferred aggression. But then, it's enough. It's enough.
Let's just
The last NEC meeting, thank God.
Yeah, I wanted to name drop Wike one more time. The last question about him, and then we'll move on to other matters. He recently declared the PDP crisis temporarily over. He is quite happy about the exits of buccaneers and vampires, as he calls them. What do you make of the departure of key figures of the PDP, such as Atiku Abubakar, and a positive development that could allow the party to heal, or does it simply pave a way for new phases of internal struggles?
You see, we're used to people leaving us and coming back. Our doors are always open. We don't close our doors to anybody, no. That you leave, yes, okay, you're free to leave. And you're also free to come back. So it's not a big deal. PDP is an Iroko tree in the forest. Other trees bow. APC will bow. So we're not worried whoever is going. They will always come back. You see, some don't have patience, that's why they left. But when they see that we are determined, they will come back. I'm very sure of that.
Okay, well, just before we let you go, what kind of advice would you give to the current PDP leadership on how to navigate these situations, of course, with Wike and other party members, in order to move the party forward in a way that respects, of course, internal democracy, which is why the entire PDP has been thrown up into these shambles in the first place, respecting internal democracy and rebuilding the party in order for future electoral success?
You see, I want to encourage our members to be steadfast. We should not allow this distraction to disturb us. We are focused. We're almost there. In a few months, we'll be there. And the NWC, we are together in this fight to ensure that we deliver. And nobody is going to distract us anymore. There's been a lot of distraction over the years and months. But no, we want to set aside that. That was why we took the bitter pill. Everybody took that bitter pill. And it worked. It worked a miracle. In the last NEC meeting, INEC was present. I was surprised. That was the first time I saw INEC bringing registers for us to sign attendance. I said, wow, that's a new one. Because I've been a member of the NEC for a long time. I cannot remember when we were made to sign the register of INEC. We signed it last NEC meeting. And then we came up with a communique. And what was the communique? We said that the next NEC meeting will be on the 25th of August, and the convention will be on the 25th, 26th in Ibadan. And that the chairman and the secretary would communicate with INEC. This is a directive from NEC. And NEC is the highest body, apart from the convention. NEC has decided on behalf of convention. So we in the NWC, we are supposed to implement what the NEC has said. And that's what we are doing. We have kept quiet on indiscipline. We have kept quiet on distractions. But that does not mean to say that we're not troubled. But it's not going to affect what we are doing. It's not going to. This ranting will not affect us. I'm telling you. But anyway, it's not by the grace of God. You see, the Bible is clear. When a man has been doing good, and then all of his sudden start doing bad, people will not remember his good again. Vice versa. When a man is doing bad, I start doing good, people will not remember the bad. So you choose. That's the world. Choose. What do you want to be remembered for? A problem or a solution?
This is certainly the right question for your party, the PDP, at this moment. Would like to thank you so much for joining me this afternoon, Emmanuel
Thank you.
Ogidi. Always great to have discussions with you on Newsday.